the male protagonist of The Sword of the Blue Blood. Yuan Chengzhi is an exceptional character in terms of both martial arts and personality. Perhaps because The Sword of the Blue Blood is a bit obscure, and because Yuan Chengzhi never claimed the title of the world's #1 martial artist in the book. Theoretically, Mu Renking and Gui Xingqiu are stronger than him. He's seldom mentioned in discussions about combat prowess. However, if one scrutinizes his experiences throughout the book, it's clear that his track record is formidable, comparable to the legendary Super Kitten Warrior, with barely any defeats. The one significant setback he suffered was due to being outnumbered. As for his character, it's impeccable. He's respectful to his masters, loyal to his friends, passionate to his lover, and honorable to his enemies. He could be said to have a crystal clear heart in how he conducts himself, often making choices that align with the code of Jianggu while still preserving the face of the majority. Given Yuan Chengzhi's behavior, apart from his not-so-handsome appearance, there isn't much to criticize about him. The problem, however, is that he's too well-rounded, resulting in a lack of twists and turns in The Sword of the Blue Blood. Moreover, there's a strange point. Yuan Chengzhi is very cautious and measured in his dealings, always maintaining propriety. But he spent over a decade only interacting with an old man, a mute, and a mountain ape. Where did he learn his conversational skills from? This gave me a strong sense of incongruity while reading. It felt like Yuan Chengzhi wasn't a fresh-faced youngster but a seasoned veteran of Jianggu, which didn't really sit well with me. Another problem with The Sword of the Blue Blood is that there are barely any memorable side characters. The characters who appear frequently in the book can be broadly divided into two categories. 1. Fans of Yuan Chengzhi, and 2. Fools who look down on Yuan Chengzhi and are bound to be put in their place. Almost all characters are used to highlight how powerful Yuan Chengzhi's martial arts are, and how accurate his judgments are, which gets rather uncomfortable as the story progresses. The only side characters I think are well written are the generous and straightforward Taoist Mu Sang and He Tais Hao, who exudes both an ethereal and evil aura. But unfortunately, their screen time isn't substantial. The most perplexing part of the novel is its depiction of the Chongzhen army. The characters in Jianggu all highly admire Chongzhen. Yuan Chengzhi is deeply loyal to him after just one meeting, and Mu Renking even solemnly declares Chongzhen's success is imminent. When there is peace all over the world, people will live and work in contentment, and we will have nothing to do. He treats the Chongzhen army as the panacea for all problems. However, the novel's depiction of the Chongzhen army is scanty. It wasn't until the 19th chapter, when the Chongzhen army broke into Beijing, that the book started describing their misdeeds. I can't understand why Li Zicheng was so popular. In theory, there should be more concrete depictions of some key figures in the Chongzhen army, but only Li Yan gets more screen time, which is quite frustrating. One of the few highlights of The Sword of the Blue Blood is the mysterious hero Gold Snake Gentleman Chongzhen, who is both righteous and evil. His acquaintance with Wen Yi, as well as his love and hate relationship with He Hongyuo, are some of the rare bright spots in the novel. However, Taoist Mu Sang once commented about him, sometimes he's extremely malicious, sometimes he's chivalrous. Whether he's good or bad, it's hard to tell. But if you look at his deeds, he's only particularly malicious when dealing with the evil Five Poison sect and Shy Lying sect. At other times, he's more of a noble figure. I don't understand why Taoist Mu Sang's evaluation of him is so extreme, although I'd like to dig deeper into aspects related to the Gold Snake Gentleman from the book. I don't want to waste time reading The Sword of the Blue Blood again. In my opinion, the best parts of The Sword of the Blue Blood are chapters 1 to 7, Yuan Chengzhi's training and the defeat of the Shy Lying sect, and chapters 17 to 20, the entanglement between the Gold Snake Gentleman and He Hongguo. Other parts are rather lackluster and not worth reading. Jin Yong himself said that the first protagonist of this novel is Yuan Chengzhi, and the second is the Gold Snake Gentleman. I still don't understand why he gave the third protagonist so much screen time. If he wanted to write about Yuan Chengzhi, wouldn't it be better to make Yuan Chengzhi the protagonist?